Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I am Kelly. Today we're going to do a reading on EXO's Dio and Kai and see how their friendship is doing. This is a request from my old Tumblr days that I've been slowly working through. Nowadays, if you want to make any kind of suggestions or requests, you have basically two options. You can check me out on Patreon. A big thank you to my patrons there already. Or you can go to Coffee and kind of do a one-off thing where it's not a month-to-month commitment. I also do personal readings, so be sure to check out my Etsy. Everything is linked below, so you can easily find it and contact me if you have any questions. So yeah, we are going to look into these guys. For my friendship readings, I always pick a past, present, future spread, and then I elaborate on the future card from each party's viewpoint, if that makes sense. So this is my Ask the Witch Tarot. I believe that's what it's called. So we're going to pick 3 cards and start there. Past. 2 of Swords. All right, present. Definitely felt something over here. Ace of Pentacles. All right, and then future. Something over here. The Lovers in reverse. Ooh. Okay. So this is good. I think overall this is not too any more than anyone is expecting. In the past, I do feel like maybe they had their on and off again. The Two of Swords is about it is about 2 energies that want to work together, but a lot of times they are opposites. Even though I know, I feel like they're 2 halves of the same coin, but the opposite sides of it. Because I think they're both Capricorns, if I'm not mistaken. But it's like, you can kind of see the reserved side of Capricorn and the like ambitious, impulsive side of Capricorn, depending on which one of them you're looking at. So I do think there's like a duality in nature where they get along because they're surprisingly similar, but they act very different on the outside. Yeah. So I think that's kind of the thing, is that I also think they were pitted against each other for a lot of different things. But yeah, I think they're like kind of more similar than they are different, but their differences, I think before they knew each other, kind of put each other off until they learned that. So it took them some time. Ace of Pentacles means I think they're both very headstrong, pursuing their work. More than passion, I think they're viewing this as work toward a goal. Not that it's not their passion, but I do think a company like SM kind of really ruins the joy in pursuing it for your kind of true artistic vision. You have to really compromise. So I think more so they are looking to continue their like career, like as, you know, as a goal. Could be we're seeing new opportunities for both of them. They could be both working on solo stuff right now, or it could be that they're both working on a new EXO thing, something where they're both working toward a similar goal. So that's what I have for currently. And then in the future, the Lovers in reverse, sometimes this means a breaking of contract. It could definitely mean eventually EXO is going to break, and when they're no longer under contract together, then that might be the end of their friendship as well. They may just be moving on. The Lovers in reverse also could mean just a straight up falling out. Could be eventually they get to the point where they have irreconcilable differences, that they no longer have the same goal, and so they will separate. But either way, I do think it means like they will eventually, their time will split. They're not going to be lifelong friends, or not in the way that they are now. That's going to slowly, I think, dissipate over time. But we're not reading about that today. We're reading about this today. So we're going to see what they're working on and also see how they feel toward the other person. Again, I think they're both Capricorns, so they can be very business, oriented, very driven individuals, kind of hyper focused on what they're doing. Like I said, I know Dio does a lot of acting, so it could be that that is the goal he's working on. But it kind of seems like they're both working on similar goals. So I definitely think, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, I'm getting music vibes. Let's see, Dio towards Kai. Is there 8 members of EXO right now? Because that 8 is like stuck in a commitment for Dio. Oh, okay. Okay, big changes, big changes. 2 8s too, so that 8 of Pentacle. 3 of Cups in reverse. I don't know. Dio, it looks like he's, this might be an EXO related, because that's kind of definitely what is English? I don't know. That very much feels like the vibe. Like there are big changes happening. I know Lay just made his official like company SM Entertainment exit. Another 8. What is this 8? 888. Lack of communication, lack of resources, feeling stuck, changes you don't like or don't want. And it's almost like people talking behind your back. I don't know why the number 8 is very significant, but it is. This too makes me feel like there's 2 sides divided and maybe Dio feels stuck in the middle. I don't know, but there's definitely something happening that he does not like. If we're like pinpointing this back down to Kai specifically, I feel like there's a lack of communication because Dio is going through stuff or doesn't like the way things are being handled. So I don't know if he's like the most open, friendly person right now. He could just be overwhelmed with stuff, but I don't think it's that. I don't think he's got too much work. I think it's more like he does not like the way things are going. 5 of Cups, yeah, being upset and wanting to move on from the things that are upsetting you. 9 of Pentacles, it's a slow moving process. Yeah, I feel like him and Kai are on opposing sides of some decision. Dio really has feelings of like being blindsided by something. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. I think he feels like there was a big change and either he didn't see it coming or he didn't think it was going to happen like that. Whoa. I know this is the 9 of Cups of like having everything you wanted, but they just don't really look that happy, do they? It really feels like someone saying, well, I gave you what you want, and then what you wanted didn't turn out to be what made you happy. Or it's like, this is what you're supposed to want, so you're doing it, but you don't feel fulfilled by it. For unstable foundations, yeah, there's a lot of something. It feels like it's really stressing him out. And it really feels like it's about EXO as a group. Like, it's Kai, but it's also more than Kai. I don't know. It feels like maybe they're going to get, like, a comeback, but it's not at all what he wants. Like, he feels like he's been left out of the decision-making process. Yeah, it's a burden. It's like, it's a burden for him. Also, again, he could feel a bit stabbed in the back by what's happening. I don't know. There's disagreements going on, and I think it's an internal disagreement with the group where they're not all on the same page about things. Yeah, a lot of these cards just are kind of heavy. I don't know, the Tower also reminds me, like, in this deck about kind of like the powers and stuff that EXO are supposed to have, you know? It could be that. It could be that it's another EXO comeback and some people are not going to be a part of it. I don't know. I feel like Dio would be a part of it. So would Kai, but maybe they have mixed feelings about the people that aren't. Like, they don't agree about the people that aren't going to participate, and it's causing stress. Like, it's like communications are not working out well. Yeah, this was supposed to be up here. My runes. Yeah, so I don't know. Dio feels really, I want to say, on the fence about the way things are going, but there's a big change that he, I think, was blindsided by or not happy with. So let me go ahead and shuffle. Come on, shuffle again. These cards are pretty big, so it's a little hard to shuffle them. Okay, I see you. So this is Kai and how Kai feels toward Yo. There's a personal victory here. So again, it could be that whatever Yo wasn't happy about, Kai got his way or was on the winning side of things. Oh, too many cards. Strength. Yeah, I do feel like Kai feels victorious. That star reverse just kind of, let me see what the next row says, and if it helps me understand that star, I might have to pull a clarifier on that one. Seven of Wands, battle. That kind of, I was feeling like maybe the star meant there was like an unpopular opinion, but somehow that's what won out. Because the Five of Pentacles is about being kind of out, like being an outcast, and now it's in reverse. So it's like his unpopular, or what was the most maybe unpopular opinion, is now being considered. It's kind of what I've gotten. Page of Pentacles. Oops, there's three of them here. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, that Ace. There we go. That card that now is in reverse. Oh, okay. Five of Swords. That's kind of like the cruelty of battle. It's like they definitely had that argument, and Kai is feeling like he came out victorious, but he understands that there's a cost to it. One more card. Can I get one more? There, Kai feels towards Dio. Alright. Now let's take the top card. Okay. And Six of Swords. Travel. Travel. Right, so we're seeing kind of someone taking the less popular opinion, but making, like, winning the argument for it. These three are really interesting because we have the page, which is about learning how to shape and mold the resources that you've been given. So it's like if that Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles when it was upright, would be like he has now taken that gift and he's trying to figure out what to do with it. 7 is about watching it grow. Again, this is 8, or this is 8. Seeing more 7s here too, though. 7, or no, it's 8, 7. 7, 7. I got 2 6s too. I just got the feeling that's like, it's competitive. It's like taking the resources and fighting to do something else with it. Take them somewhere else. Direct them somewhere else. It really feels like, okay, we have this chance. You don't know what to do with it. I do. Or me and this group, you know, the group that I'm working with do. I don't know if they're arguing over production teams, over song choice, over concept. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're arguing over solos, you know. I'm not sure. But there's this real competitive, like, cutthroat nature about it that it's like you don't, I don't say you don't deserve this, I do, but it is definitely like you don't know what to do with this and I do. I don't know if it's like does Kai produce or write more of his songs than Dio does or something? I'm not sure, but there's definitely a power struggle, and I think it's clear in the cards like who is doing more with it, or like taking the ball and running with it. Again, it's vague. It could be many things. I get the vibe that it's EXO, like this, that their friendship is struggling over decisions to do with what EXO is, or decisions about EXO. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know if they have a group comeback coming up, you know, by the end of the year, probably, because this seems like planning phases. But if they do, then you'll know that there were arguments about it. I mean, I guess it's not abnormal. I think a lot of groups argue about this kind of thing. But I think at this point, these two were definitely pitted against each other. Why it's harder, but I'm seeing a lot of like emotions and like it's like Kai wanted to take the riskier move. I think that's what that star in this is saying. It's like, it said unpopular, but maybe it's riskier. Like he wants to take the bigger risk and he fought for it. And maybe Dio is scared about that. Or he just doesn't like it. You know, maybe he just didn't like the concept. So I don't know. I feel like Dio is very judgmental about, or at least he's very clear on what he likes and what he doesn't like, I think. That's just the vibe I get from him. So it could just be that he's like, I don't like this. I think this is terrible. And maybe they had a row about it. So anyway, that's what I have. That's what I have for Dio and Kai's friendship. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you guys know more about what's going on with them than I do. But, you know, I don't keep up with EXO that much. I don't know what's their general personality. I think I did do an EXO personality reading. I'll make sure I link that up there. But yeah, I've forgotten most of their personalities at this point. So if someone wants to elaborate on maybe these two, if they fight a lot, if that's common for them, I don't know. But thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. Please do all the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, come back and visit me again. I'm definitely not stopping doing these readings anytime soon. I think I think maybe next month is the 3-year anniversary for the channel. I'll have to check. But yeah, we've been around for a while now, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos still, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Okay, have a good day. Bye.